Ha ha! Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to 108 Dragons TV, baby. It's your host, Lemon23, aka Lemetheus, right hand of Zeus. And this is another episode for your asses. Weekend edition. And yes, your attendance is greatly appreciated. Always like and subscribe. It greatly and tremendously helps me with my channel to see people appreciating that work and the news I bring for that ass. Now, I was on Twitter and I went at PlayStation and I went at Microsoft asses. And I'm just keeping it real. I told y'all from the day I started this channel. The day I started this channel back in October 2016 that I will never change. I will keep the news real. I will keep it 100 with the people listening to my channel. And you always know I'm looking out for your best interest as well as mine. We as the gaming community must stand up. I'm going to jump into this news. I'm going to talk about some things. And I'm going to get straight to work. First, Ark Survival. That game at E3, when they had an interview with the developer, they said the game will be running on max PC settings, 1080p 60, baby. 1080p 60. As in the pro version is 1080p 30 and don't have all the bells and whistles in terms of ambient occlusion, special effects, the textures, everything else. They will be running this game in 1080p 60, and they had an interview with Gamebolt, and they also came up with a new resolution. 1440p, 30 frames, 4K textures and assets, baby. That is definitely an improvement. It's only been 2 months since E3. Only 2 months. I don't play that game, but for people who play that game, you'll be able to take advantage of better graphics when they drop this patch. Conan Exiles, baby. No penis for the United States. Thank God. That game on PC got all men naked. Dudes are changing sizes of their penises. Certain things don't belong in games, man. I'm sorry. Now in Europe, they said they didn't take that out. But in the United States, you will be wearing a cloth around your waist. A.K. Adam and Eve Bible pictures. I'm with that. I don't want to see no caveman penis. It's ridiculous. Now, the devs have been talking about the Xbox One X, and being that Xbox is losing to Sony in terms of the console wars, will the developers take advantage of the Xbox One X? And he came out and said, all of the developers I spoke to will be taking advantage of the hardware, because not only is it easy to do, we as developers look for better hardware to put more work into the games that we take pride in. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Path of Exile will be dropping August 24th. And yes, with the Xbox One enhancements, is 4K 60 frames, full 4K textures and assets. Another good thing. We've been waiting for this goddamn Recall HDR support. And not only are we getting that, August 29th, we're going to get the definitive edition. And the game is going to drop from $39.99 to $19.99. And you're getting that 4K HDR patch for that Xbox One X. And if you have a S, you'll be playing that in HDR also. Good news. That's great news. Now people that sat on the fences can go out there and get them a good 3D platforming game with a lot of bit of action. $19.99 from $40. I'm going with that. I'm gonna rebuy that to get all the content. Now, Switch, baby. Nintendo Switch has dominated the July NPDs. Way to go, Nintendo. But Splatoon didn't crack the top 10. Nah, it didn't. But Mario and Zelda did. They are still up there, basically selling 1-to-1 with the system. Now, Gears of War yesterday dropped that Horde mode, for those of you who don't know. 25 waves of enemy and a higher difficulty level. Get your homeboys, spark up that Gears of War 4, jump into that horde mode, and get to killing the computer, baby. Great game, great multiplayer, great co-op. As always, you know I'm always congratulating developers for giving games life after you already spent your hard-earned money. Now, Friday the 13th is getting new DLC. There is currently no date, but you will receive new different variations of the maps, smaller maps. You will also be receiving 2 new counselors and a new playable Jason. They also got a pack out right now that's $3.99, but currently is limited to $1.99. Get it while it lasts, baby. It adds shorts and different other clothing wear to the counselors. You'll be able to change up a little bit. Get it while it's $1.99 before it goes up to $3.99. Now this was leaked. First of all, it wasn't leaked. Microsoft put it out. Xbox Scorpio Special Edition. Day 1 purchases. This system looks dope as hell. Dope. Fan favorite. People still call it Scorpio, aka your boy Lemon, aka Lemetius. Now, let me talk about what I was talking on Twitter. Let me give you a quick rant real quick. We as a gaming community have to voice our opinions. We got to say what's on our minds. We got to let these developers know. We got to let these 2 hardware giants in our money spent, let our voices be heard. Once again, with Crackdown 3 being pushed back to spring, we have still some exclusives, but Forza, we got Lucky Tales, we got PUBG with no date, we got a few things coming out. People wanted Crackdown, or so they act like they wanted Crackdown. And then on the Sony side, they got 2 lackluster titles themselves this holiday season that's exclusives. And people forget to jump in your behind about it. So your boy Lemon's gonna do it for you. Nobody asked for NAC 2 co-op. Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for no goddamn NAC 2. And Gran Turismo, I played the demo. I'm not buying it. But what I am gonna say is, once again, we got a third party dominated holiday season to buy games, which is not a bad thing, but people buy consoles, specific consoles for specific games. God of War should have not have slipped into 2018 at all. Last of Us 2 should have been here already. 4 years already. 4 years. They had to do a remake. Listen to this, Sony and Microsoft. You 2 bumbling idiots have to get your game together. Get it together. Sony, because you went in 2-1, where's your AAA titles first party? You drop one every other year. Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, great game. Once you beat it, then what? Halo Wars 2. Where you at? Let's go. We got many games that Microsoft could reiterate and keep this generation going. I don't give either one of y'all no big props. This generation has been dominated by third-party games. Mostly goddamn Rocket League and goddamn Overwatch. Facts. I ain't gonna count Halo, even though it's a monster online and Gears is a monster. But I'm talking about, where are the IPs that people buy these systems for? Next year be year 5. And we just getting God of War? But y'all took y'all time out to remake 3? No pass. Microsoft, you can't cancel another game. You lose. The people are losing confidence in you. I'm watching the forums. I'm watching the feeds. I'm watching the tweets. You can't afford it, man. Y'all losing. It's not a bad thing y'all losing. Y'all making plenty of money. It's not about the money. Your fans want these games, baby. I'm one of them. I'm getting 3 X's. We got a line. Forza's gonna be a purchase. We need a PUBG date. Tomorrow is Gamescom. Your boy Lemon23, aka Lemetius, will be streaming it. You gonna get them live reactions on that YouTube channel, 108 Dragons. Y'all better show up tomorrow. Crackdown better look good at Gamescom. Y'all got a lot to show. You want people to be consistent? You want your fans to be consistent? You got to put in that consistent work. Because right now, it looks like y'all in shambles a little bit. I ain't asking for nobody to be fired or sell off the brand. But y'all looking shaky. And like I said, Sony, y'all ain't looking too great. Because every goddamn holiday season, I got to go get a third-party game for your system. 2 lackluster titles from you too, Sony. Nobody buys Gran Turismo no more. Y'all got $1 billion franchise. That would be Gran Turismo. Y'all killed that about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Prologues, demos, dead. Gamescom tomorrow. I'm sparking up about 2:30 to 2:40. I'm going live on the channel, live reactions. Better bring that heat, Microsoft. Bring the heat, not your words. You better show something. This cancellation was big. People are disappointed. Your fan base are scratching their goddamn heads. Let's get it. As always, like and subscribe. Your boy Lemetius keeps it real and funky on this channel. Let's go. And I'm out. Cheers.